Hey guys, Mario here. So I'm back from Minnesota, and let me tell you, I am so thankful to be back in warm, sunny California. I don't think it got over 40 degrees there, and apparently that's not the coldest of it. It gets below freezing there, and I walked out, I saw icicles, I said, oh no honey, it's Christmas here and we need to go. But we weathered the cold, we saw so many Biden-Harris signs. It was actually disturbing. I've been through Missouri, I've been through Texas, I've been through Utah, and even here, living in blue California, I didn't see nearly as many Biden-Harris signs as I did when I was in Minnesota. But it is the home of George Floyd and that whole blah, so I can understand that. But I made my presence known. We went to the governor's mansion, we went to the Capitol building, and we let them know that here from California, we do not play the same way. The people around me were like, oh, you play different. Yes, I do play different. When Antifa showed up, tried to throw snowballs at us, guess who was at the front of the line running them down with the Proud Boys? Of course it was me. No, I wasn't wearing my stilettos. I would have loved to wear my stilettos, but it was like freezing cold, and there was sleet and snow and ice on the ground. The last thing you want is for me to die trying to walk up to an event. So I chose boots with the fur. Yes, the whole rally was looking at her. And coming home, we went to the Mall of America. We spent some time in there. And let me tell you, some of those businesses did not get any of my money. For example, the Disney store, the Crayola Experience, a couple of other stores. First thing they said to us, oh, sir, you have to have a face mask. I have a gator on. It's not like it's a big deal. No, sir, that's not the right type of mask. We require one of these. And they tried to hand me a surgical mask. I looked at them and said, congratulations. Be happy that I'm not going to be shopping here. I'm not going to be spending my money here. And when you're in the unemployment line, just realize that it's your company's policy that's doing that. It's not me. I have no ill will against the employees. I feel bad for them that they have to enforce these rules. But when they're in the unemployment line because their company is forcing other people to wear a mask and people like me are choosing not to spend their money there, then that employee has to suffer the consequences. It's kind of unfortunate. The companies and the corporations don't actually care about their employees if they're forcing these employees to do things like, oh, you can't wear this type of mask, you have to wear this type of mask. Yes, I've left awful reviews on a couple of different places in Minnesota, St. Paul, Mall of America, because they treated me awfully, especially because I had the wrong face mask. And you know, what is the right face mask? I mean, I went out there, I did my thing. I even got 2 new stickers for my MAGA phone. Don't ya know from Minnesota, and a beautiful little moose from Minnesota. My most favorite experience from this entire trip was sitting there at breakfast with my friends. The waitress is serving us, she's talking to us, we're having a great old time, and this other waitress walks by, she puts her hands on my shoulder and she goes, is that a JoJo boy? In the deepest Minnesota accent. Made my freaking day. I love it. I'm forever going to call it a JoJo boy, just like that. And just to kind of put the icing on the cake, I wanted to try something. I really do. I love to push limits. So, of course, we're in the Mall of America, we're up at the 4th floor, we're overlooking everything, and what do? Oh! And yes, somebody replied downstairs, oh! If you haven't watched Frozen 2, it's hysterical. The fact that I did this in the middle of the Mall of America while on the busiest day, it was great. It was hysterical. Then after the rally, we made up with a friend who's a veteran of a foreign war. We went to the VFW in Bloomington, and we got to enjoy drinks. We sat down. We got a live band, you guys. It's been months since I've seen a live band. Okay, I lie. It's been since I was in Missouri since I saw a live band. But here in California, we're not allowed to have live bands. We're not allowed to have bars or anything. Granted, there was no dancing allowed. It was like being in Footloose all over again. No dancing allowed per the Minnesota Health Department. Get out of here. So we made friends, we made great connections, and I even came home with a new mask. I'm so excited to show this to you guys. A friend of mine actually got these custom made, and I ended up getting one of them. So when you guys see this beautiful, beautiful blue mask at the rally, just know that I'm the unicorn underneath. I saw all of you guys doing what you guys do in DC, and I am so proud of every single one of you men and women who went out there and showed support for your president. As a reminder, if you couldn't make it out to DC, I'm encouraging you to write a letter to your president. 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, DC, 20500. We really need to let our presence known. Millions of people were in DC this weekend. thousands were at all their capitals across the country. And so what more can we do? Well, let's start a letter writing campaign. What's old is new in this digital age when they can say, oh, bots and fake accounts. Okay, but you can't reproduce a letter. You can't reproduce someone writing something pen to paper. That's something very tangible. Please, please, please do your part. Send a letter to the White House. Tell them that you demand honest elections. Tell them that you demand they stop the steal. Tell them that they demand that they only count the legal votes. We're all doing our part, whether we're going to capitals, we're taking friends to their first rally, we're writing letters, we're going places, doing car rallies. Everyone's doing something. There's 70 million voters who voted for Donald Trump, and there's 70 million voters who allegedly voted for Biden. And I'm going to tell you right now, there is no way the support traveling across this country, there's no way that Biden could have got the support that he did if it wasn't for election gerrymandering. I will talk to you guys soon. I love you guys all. Keep up the good work, and let's see what this week holds for us. I love you all. Bye, guys.